Yes, you read the title right. I spent $12,500 on one program and I failed. Now, I've spent around, I want to say $20 to $25,000 in total, like in my whole entire, like the last 4 or 5 years on different programs. They were in, there were courses on self-improvement, different business models, just pretty much anything that I could do to invest in myself to become the best version of myself, coaching as well. Now, I wanted to gain as much experience as I could when I was young, and the best way I thought to do that was to obviously just try different business models. Most people that are successful in business have tried drop shipping, they've tried an agency, they've tried maybe doing YouTube, they've tried pretty much any business out there. They've tried all of them until something sticks, until they find something that they feel like they maybe enjoy doing or something they can do without a lot of resistance. Now, the reason why I like doing this as well was because I wanted to see what I liked doing and what I didn't like doing, basically. Just get a ton of experience. Yeah. Now, for those that didn't know, like my main business, the thing that I have as my main source of income is my rap theme pages. That my Instagram I started in 2017 and my TikTok I started last year, I think. I'll put two screenshots on screen right now because I actually like being as transparent as I possibly can with you guys. So the TikTok is literally about to hit 1 million subscribers. By the time I've uploaded this, I might have the 1 million follower screenshot. If not, it's gonna have 999,000 followers. It's annoying, but basically at 1 million after like just over a year. So I think that's quite good. And the Instagram, I've had that since 2017, so like over 6 years now. Started it in April 2017, and that's on, I think, 650, 660K. But yeah, that's been my main source of income. But I sort of wanted to try a different business because I've always found the problem with theme pages is it kind of lacks substance as a business. I've never really felt like a proper businessman, you could say. This is probably why I'm doing the YouTube now, because I want something that actually holds value. Like my personal brand can have value in this world and actually change people's lives rather than just spending all day making these like memes and like these rap funny videos for like low IQ people, basically. Because the people that are watching that video, they're just just messing up their dopamine by watching my content. It's not extremely fulfilling, you could say, as maybe doing this channel or doing like a different business model. So I've always loved, fuck. I'm actually trying to do these videos in one take and not actually like edit this shit out. So I might just keep this in, but I've just had like a full on brain fart where I just completely forget what I'm saying. But anyway, because I've got like a little script here kind of thing of just what I kind of want to say. And I'm trying to like look at the camera whilst looking at my script a little bit. So just bear with me because I'm still new to this shit. I've been doing it for about like a month, but I'm just getting into it. But anyway, I'm not editing that out. That was just like a complete brain fart, a little bit embarrassing, but you know what? You can see that this ain't easy, but I'm getting through it. So I'm gonna look at what I've got to say next and then I'm gonna carry on, right? So, okay. Okay. This leads me to the program that I bought. And I found this guy on YouTube. I consumed a ton of his content. Once you start watching so much of someone's content and you realize they know their shit, you're like way more likely to buy one of their programs or one of their courses. So I watched a ton of his content and then I just went down that funnel of eventually buying their program. And I'm not going to disclose who it actually was because I just think I don't want what I say to affect their business in any kind of way, because what they've built is very, very good, I think. And just so you know, this program was the absolute best program that I've ever been in my whole entire life. Like I've never been part of something that was so well built up, you could say. And what they basically did was pretty much just build your whole entire business for you. All you had to do was run the business. You had to obviously get it off the ground still, because they can't give you something that's already making money. It was sort of just you pay and you have coaching, you have mentorship, you have actual like videos to watch and things to learn. They even like help you hire and train employees to work in your business to help you. Literally everything. There wasn't one thing that I didn't have help on doing. Now, if someone actually asked me, would I want to buy this program? I would ask them first, if you're willing to put in the work and you're actually going to do what they tell you to do and make use of what they've given to you, then yeah, I'd say it would be worth it for you. It could change your life. But for me, that didn't work out. I failed it, and it was a very, very big, valuable lesson that I sort of learned in my life. So I'd bought the program and I'd spent the first few weeks just sort of learning it, learning the ropes, getting my employees together, getting everything sort of just structured and ready to go. And I even had rented out some office space with my friend because he was trying to start his own business as well. So we'd both have our own little desk so that we could spend a lot of our days there just sort of hustling and grinding with this business stuff. And a lot of what ended up happening basically was after a few months, I hadn't really made any progress. And it wasn't the program's fault, it was my own fault, because I sort of wasn't putting in the work that was required to get the success. It was almost like this fear thing, this sort of, I didn't believe in myself a little bit, and I kind of like, I was just hating doing it. Like there was so much resistance every day. So I'd have to get myself out of bed and go to the office, try and sit down to do my work. And in the end, so because my friend he was on like a different timetable to me, so he weren't always in the office at the same time. So when I'd be in there sometimes, I would literally be on the phone, basically crying to my girlfriend saying like, I can't do this shit. I just can't do it. It's just making me so depressed every single day. I felt like I wanted it. I wanted to succeed, but I wasn't succeeding. And I couldn't understand why, because surely if you wanted something so much, you'd put in the work. I wanted it. Like I could tell you, like I wanted it, but I just wasn't doing it. And I just couldn't understand for the life of me why. Now, in the end, what ended up happening was me and my girlfriend spoke a lot about it, and we came to the conclusion that it was best for me to just basically call it quits. And I didn't ask for a refund. I didn't like tell them like, I'm quitting or anything like that. I sort of just left it and just put it behind me, because I could have asked for a refund or any of that, but the problem wasn't the program. They didn't scam me. It wasn't bad. It was so good. Like I can't stress you. I wish I could just tell you what it was. Maybe it would help him with his business actually. I don't think he needs my help though. He's doing well enough himself. But anyway, I sort of just left it and just thought, you know what, let me just move on from this, just sort of take the L and learn from this and realize that maybe that business model didn't really work for me, and just move on from it. Because at the time, that amount of money for me was a lot, because I'd made a lot of money from the theme page stuff, but I basically was very immature with my money and put a bunch of it into crypto. I put loads of money into crypto, and obviously that was when everything was going up. It all went up, and then my portfolio was basically worth $500,000 at one point. And then it almost just felt like fake money. It didn't feel like real money. And then it came crashing back down to like in the tens of thousands. So, and that was way less than what I'd put in as well, just so you know. So because of that, I sort of this was a big risk for me even buying into the program, but I felt like if this will work, this will pay off big, but it didn't. And I don't regret quitting, because now I'm doing this YouTube stuff, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't feel like there's much resistance. Like I've literally messed up in this video multiple times, but I haven't cut it out. In my previous videos, I sort of chopped it up and edited out all of the bad bits, because I felt like, that would be the best way to have like a high quality video. But now I'm sort of thinking, I want to be as authentic as possible. And over time, you're going to be able to see on this channel me go from a guy that struggles to structure a whole entire video, like without fumbling my words, without having these brain farts, because I really struggle to just concentrate for this whole video. My mind starts thinking, like I'm in Cape Verde right now. I'm like on holiday. So my mind's on what am I going to do after? Like, what am I doing now? It's like really hot. My mind's everywhere. So I just want to be as authentic as possible, but I enjoy this shit. Like I'm actually enjoying this right now, making this video, just speaking to the camera, because I feel like someone's watching this right now and they're thinking, oh, like that's real. Like I proper respect what he's doing. And anyway, so what have I learned from, failing at this program, failing at spending so much money on something that almost guarantees your success? This thing, put it this way, it was harder to fail than it was to succeed. And to fail, you had to either be stupid or you had to be lazy. And I'm not stupid. I know I'm not stupid. So it was the lazy part. It was lazy. I wasn't putting in the work. I wasn't doing the things that were required to get success from it, basically. And yeah, this leads me on to what I have learned. I've learned that success isn't owed to anyone. You can have literally the best coaches. You can have the best mentors. You can have all of the information right in front of you. It doesn't mean you're going to be successful, because it's only down to you to actually put in the work. You could have the best gym program out there. Doesn't mean you're going to gain muscle. You cannot gain muscle without getting in the gym and fixing up your diet. You can't. It's impossible. And it's the same with business. You know that saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't force them to drink it. It was literally that. I was led to the water, but I didn't want to put in the energy and the effort to drink it. That's the first thing I learned. The second thing that I learned was, I guess, it taught me a lot about myself and what I didn't like. This specific business model, I realized the things that were, for example, you might try, I don't know, let's say you want to try doing an agency and you hate the idea of reaching out to clients, just for example, and you hate the idea of managing clients and doing all of this stuff. You try it and maybe you get some clients and whatnot, but you just hate it and you just feel like there's so much resistance. People online are going to tell you, oh, you've got to do things you don't like to make money, blah, blah, blah. That's partly true, because in every business there's going to be things that you don't like. But what I've learned is you can choose what things you want to do that you don't like. So for example, with YouTube, what things can annoy you or sort of stop you or limit your progress? Your camera could die, or you might feel like a little bit shy on camera or insecure about the way that you sound on the videos. I am completely fine with these things and I'm willing to overcome them. I'm willing to overcome recording a whole video and something happens to the file and I lose it and I have to record it again. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with having to spend hours and hours trying to learn these complicated concepts and things that I'm going to teach on this channel and try and get my head around it, try and gain like experience in the real world and teaching it to people. I'm happy to have people in my comments that might disagree with me or hate on me. None of this stuff bothers me. Like if someone comments something negative in my shit, like in my comments, I don't care. I don't feel personally attacked because I'm not, for you to comment something negative on my post, it speaks more about you than it speaks about me. So it doesn't bother me. I'll like your comment and I'll move on. So that's what I've kind of realized with that. You choose what things you don't like, basically. You can choose to do what the things that you don't like. I can't explain what I'm trying to say, but you know what I'm trying to say. With each business model, there's things that you're going to have to do that you don't like, and you can choose which business model you want to do based on which things you're fine with doing that you won't like, if that makes sense. And the other thing that I learned is to don't be afraid to invest in yourself. So just because you've heard me say this in this video, it doesn't mean I'm saying to you, you know, don't invest in yourself. It could be a waste of your money. It could not work out for you, because there's two sides to investing in yourself and buying courses and programs, right? The first side is if it works out for you and it pays off, it can pay off massively. It can change your life, your whole family's life, everyone around you. If it doesn't work, the worst case scenario is you've learned a very big, valuable lesson of maybe learning what you don't like or learning more about yourself even. And I think that's really, really important. So don't be afraid to, you know, even if it's a lot of money for you at the time, the way I see money is you're going to make it back. And if you didn't spend it on that, you're going to spend it on a holiday, you're going to spend it on an expensive laptop, you're going to spend it on food or something else. Anyway, money comes, money goes. That's the way that life works. That's why I never get hung up on the past. I never get hung up on things that have, you know, failed for me in the past, even succeeded. I don't hold on to the past. The future is what I'm creating now, and that's all that's important. And the other thing that I've learned is mental health. Mental health is always a priority. If you feel like you're getting so depressed by doing something and you've been doing it for months, but I'm not saying if you're trying to do business and you're not doing the right things, then you know that the reason why it's not working for you is because you're not doing the right things. But if you're actually taking some action and you feel so like depressed and you feel so like, it got to a point for me where I was thinking like, I don't want to be on this earth anymore. I don't want to live anymore. Like I hate doing this. And this is why me and my girlfriend came to the decision that I got to stop this, because it was just messing me up. It was making me moody. I just wasn't a happy person to be around. It was just horrible what it was doing to me. And since I've quit that, so I bought the program in sort of, I think November or December, and I quit it January, February, March, April, sort of April time, I think. My life has been going uphill since, pretty much. It's been like, my mental health has been in check. I've actually spent the last few months, you know, working on this YouTube stuff. I've only been doing the YouTube for about a month now, but I've been uploading every single day for like the past 3 weeks or so. And it hasn't been hard for me to do. I feel happy to, when I wake up in the morning, I literally think, oh, what can I make a video on today? Or what can I make a video on tomorrow? What can I learn today? What experiences can I have? What stories can I tell? Like, this shit to me is fun. And I'm still learning. And every single video that I make, I feel like I'm improving just bit by bit. So, this is good for me. And then I've been focused on the gym a lot more, making a lot of progress in the gym. And yeah, it just feels good doing something that I actually feel like I enjoy, and I actually feel like there's not much friction. And this is how I know that I'm maybe doing the right thing for me right now. Because I could have still been trying this stuff and I'd still be depressed. I'd still be failing at it. I still wouldn't be getting shit done, putting the work in that needed to be. I wouldn't have started this channel because I'd still be depressed. I'd still hate life and not be happy with where I am. I've literally got like, I literally hit 300 subscribers like an hour ago. I'm happy with that progress. I come from a background of theme pages where you get hundreds of thousands of followers, millions of views, all of this kind of stuff. But even just 300 subscribers on this YouTube is crazy to me. Like 300 people have chose to click on my video and subscribe because they feel like I've provided value to them. Like my face, the way I present myself, the way I edit the video, the topics I speak about, it's like, it's fulfilling to me. And then when people comment stuff like, oh, you really, really helped me, like this has motivated me, this has given me good perception, or they say like, oh, you should have more subscribers than you currently do. All of this stuff just makes me feel good. Now, anyway, that's sort of the lessons that I've learned from this. And I hope that you can at least take something away from what I've said, and don't let it deter you from buying programs. Don't let it deter you from buying courses, because you could buy a course and it could honestly change your life. Now, just to wrap this up, I've actually launched a free Discord. I ain't trying to sell nothing at the moment. And, you know, it's a free Discord. I made it over the past couple of days, worked on it. It's just a self-improvement Discord. I've only got like 15 people in it at the moment, but I'm just trying to build it up, maybe get some mods in there, just hang about in there every day, just talk about self-improvement, all of us on our own journey, share our progress, share our like cool little pictures in nature, progress pictures, talk about life. I can give some advice, hop on some calls, just basically just hang out, just chill, be friends, level up together, all of that stuff. So the link for that is going to be in the description below. And I think that's it really. I'm about to go to a water park now, I think. Yeah, I'm about to go to a water park. I actually can't swim, but I think it's like for kids, so it might be fun. But anyway, I am sweating like crazy. Yeah, so I'm out, man. Hope this video gave you some value. Subscribe if you did feel like you learned anything from it. Yeah, cool, I'm out.